Hello YouTube, it's CogiteGaming. Today I'm going to be doing a Stormtube guide. I'm going to show offensive tactics as well as defensive, and I will show you different places to call and name. So on offense, you can start out by going 3 ways, which is, I'll show you on the map as well. You can go through this vent here, and A site is over in this direction, and then you can also go here, which I like to call back stairs, right here, and you can also go the other way to stairs B, which is where B site is, which is way over there. Now, you want to be careful of trains on this map as they will run you over, so listen to sounds. I call this area right here middle trains. So if someone's here, I like to usually play a defensive player on middle trains, and they can cover there. I can also play one on B trains, which are over there. Now, Stormtube is a special map. It's different from other maps because there are cameras, which can be used for a lot of different tactics, and it really changes the whole gameplay of the map. And I'll point out these cameras, which are here. I actually have, when on my defensive strats, I have one guy watching cameras, which are 4 cameras that watch the whole map. Here is long A, right here. Here is backside of A, storage. Here is the front of B, which is the first camera, and here is B site. So as you can see, a camera watches directly on B site, so you don't have to play anyone near B site. Well, you can play one on B trains, and then which would be like the right side of the trains, and then if you see someone planting B, you can the cameraman can call a rotation over to B, and then they can just shut it down. And you can also put one on long B, which is right here. I think I called it long A earlier on accident, because when you plant the bomb here, it moves down the train itself, it moves to right here. So it's different positioning, so if you ever see someone planting B, you can already set up your defense to defuse it there, so when the train moves, you'll be ready to intercept it. Now, the train will also, the cameras will also view the backspace, so the only blind spots you have is coming from the spawn to here. So if someone got by you, then you'd have to be careful for that. But obviously, no one's going to get by you because this is the first camera, and you have to go up here to get to their spawn as an offensive. Now, there's one blind spot on the camera that you can go by, and this is how you do a blind spot rush on offense. It's what you can either go through here, you go to the side like this, and then you're not seen on the camera. Oop, almost ran over the train. Got ran over. And you go up straight into here, into the vents, and that's why you want to have one player probably on vents. You can try numerous different things. I haven't really solidified any strats on Stormtube, but maybe one on vents would be a nice idea. And I've seen a lot of people put players in vents, and it's a nice spot because that's your only blind spot, and that's probably going to be rushed by offense if they know what they're doing. Now you can rush a whole team there and not be seen on the cameras, so if you don't see any action on the cameras, it's probably going to be on blind spot, so you can anticipate for that. And smokes, you can still see people, like even if it's smoked out for the most part, so don't be fooled by that. Also, if you're on offense, a good way to check right here if there's anyone that's camping right here, you want to jump on here and then shoot them like that. Now, here's a good spot to play, is right here, because your offensive is going to be going from up there and over there. So here's a main spot, main choke point that you want to be watching. Sometimes they can do it at the beginning, so right when you start you want to like go over here and watch. You can also have your sniper play right there on top of these boxes. Right here, and this is a good sniping position because you can also kind of snipe through the train windows. I've done that before. You can kind of jump on here and snipe right here. But here's a good sniping position to lock down that whole side if you have a good sniper. And if you're playing a really shallow defense, you might play one in camera room or vents and then play one right here. And cameraman's completely optional. You don't have to run that strat if you think it's not necessary. But you can play one guy right here as your sniper to cover this side, then have one guy in vents to cover the back just in case anyone gets through, then have one guy on B trains, which is right there, and then you can have one on mid, or two on mid. Or you can heavily stack over here as well, because this will be a heavily rushed area, and B site will also be rushed. But if your guys are stationed over here and B is planted, all you have to do is, you might have a firefight here, but you can go across and easily kill out people, take back the site, and defuse pretty easily. So it's good for defense. And as offense, though, if you're not doing the blindside rush, which you might want to throw smoke, you can go in however you want, but you'll be mainly rushing 3 different areas, and you can do a split rush as well. Have 3 people go down the back stairs, and then maybe have 2 people drop through these vents right here, and the vents is another blind spot on the camera. You can go under here and proceed to the vents over there. But for the most part, if you're doing an offensive rush here, you want to make sure there might be a guy playing on the top of their spawn. But if you're rushing here, you can either go into B site, which is a good plan. I mean, you pretty much open to choices when you get a successful rush. Sometimes there'll be a sniper playing right there or through the windows, and that can hurt you a lot, so make sure you smoke out the area. I remember scrimming this map once in ICOG, and there was a sniper that would always play right here and shut down our rushes. So what we would have to do is either have our sniper try to pick him before the start of the rush, or we would smoke it out like that, and we would either go to B site. But they expect that, so sometimes you can go into spawn and then cut and then go around and try to flank A and approach from this side, and then you'll have A site right here where you can plant. I'm sorry if this is kind of not a solidified tutorial really. I haven't played Stormtube that much, but I just know a few things about it. By the way, you want to call this back area storage, and these are A vents. But as you can see, most maps are generally the same type of gameplay. You want to have a lot of team strategy going into those, and you want to make sure you strat the map as yourselves with a team. You can go into these maps and see what works best for you in the scrims, see what's working and what's not. And a lot of people don't play Stormtube because they've never developed any strategy or any type of, they've never played it, so they don't know how to play it. And it's a really nice map. I really like the cameras aspect of it and the defensive side. If you can do really well on offensive side, usually defense is a little bit easier, but generally you can win offense by rushing. And I think that's about it for my Stormtube tutorial. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe.